In 2020, one of YouTube's most beloved creators walked away at the height of their career. With over 20 million subscribers and a decade-long career that helped define internet culture, Jenna Marbles simply disappeared.
So I don't want to be like upset while I say this, so give me a second. So, I think I'm just gonna move on from this channel for now. I don't know if that's forever. I don't know how long it's gonna be.
That emotional goodbye stunned the internet. No comeback tour, no dramatic return, just silence. The person who had faithfully uploaded weekly videos for nearly 10 years, becoming a constant, comforting presence in millions of lives, is suddenly leaving her legacy. This sudden departure left a void in the YouTube community that remains unfulfilled to this day. But what did she do that escalated her quitting YouTube for good? Did she really deserve such an ending to her legendary career? Today we'll be looking at the complete story of Jenna Marbles. Her past, her influence, her success and achievements, and most importantly, the reason behind such an abrupt career ending. Jenna Nicole Mori, who we know as Jenna Marbles, was born on September 15th, 1986 in Rochester, New York. Jenna was academically accomplished, earning a bachelor's degree in psychology from Suffolk University and later a master's in sports psychology from Boston University. Her education background would later influence her content in subtle ways. A psychological understanding of human behavior and insecurities, often carrying her most relatable comedic observations. However, despite having such educational qualifications, finding stable work in her field proved challenging. In the wake of the 2008 economic recession, Jenna had to work odd jobs like bartending, go-go dancing at clubs, and writing for sports blog Barstool Sports. She was part of a generation learning to hustle, taking whatever work was available while trying to figure out what came next. Although little did she know that she is soon going to be a cultural phenomenon and have a sensational career ahead. In 2010, YouTube was finding its footing as a platform for individual creators. The site had launched just 5 years earlier and was primarily known for viral one-off videos rather than sustained content creation. The concept of being a YouTuber as a career was just barely taking shape, with only a handful of creators beginning to make a living from the platform. Jenna first joined YouTube on April 5th, 2006 under her real first name and last name Jenna Murray. Her first video was uploaded on February 13, 2008, which was a 20-second vlog of Itchy, one of her old boyfriend's dog, titled Itchy Says I Love You. However, she decided to create a second account to start off fresh, as she had always enjoyed making people laugh. In February 2010, she created her second YouTube account and named it Jenna Marbles. Now you must be wondering, why is her channel name different compared to her real name? Well, at first she intended to use the name of her first account, which included her first and last name. However, Jenna's mother was looking for a job at the time, and because her mother was concerned about her daughter's videos appearing in Google searches, potentially hindering her own job prospects, Jenna chose the channel name Jenna Marbles, which by the way came from her chihuahua, Mr. Marbles. Jenna's first video was a 3-minute video called How to Trick People into Thinking You're Good Looking. The video exploded, gathering millions of views within days. Its combination of self-deprecating humor, relatable content, and authentic delivery resonated with viewers across the platform. Jenna had stumbled upon a winning formula without even trying. Within weeks, Jenna's first video reached over 5 million views, a staggering number for an unknown creator in 2010. The success took her completely by surprise. Soon a steady stream of weekly videos built her channel into one of YouTube's most recognizable brands. From rants about everyday annoyances like what girls do in the car, to bizarre challenges like I let my dogs walk me for a day, Jenna carved out her own unique space in the platform. By 2013, Jenna had over 8 million subscribers. Her videos regularly generated millions of views within days of posting. She was one of the first creators to demonstrate that YouTube could be a viable career path, not only just a hobby or stepping stone to traditional media. She also proved that the platform could be the main event, not just a way to get famous somewhere else. She built her success completely in her own terms. That success led to merch, live shows, and even she was one of the first YouTubers to be recognized like that, right alongside traditional celebrities. But even as she got more famous, her videos stayed real and down to earth. But what made Jenna special wasn't her comedy, it was how much she could do. One week she posted a silly challenge like making my dog a bed out of soap. The next she'd open up about anxiety or body image. She was doing the 100 layers trend before it was even a thing. She transformed herself with makeup, wigs, and even fake noses. As her audience grew up, so did her content. Her millennial fans were moving from college life into adulthood. And Jenna's videos changed too. She stopped focusing on parties and dating and started making videos about self-care, little joys, and learning to be happy with simple things. The biggest sign of this shift? Her dogs. One by one, they became the heart of her channel. Mr. Marbles, Kermit, Peach, and Bunny, her garbage dogs, as she lovingly called them, became internet stars. She made them outfits, cooked them food, and even took them to Santa to take pictures with them. It wasn't just cute, it showed how much she cared. Jenna's values showed through in everything. Her love for animals, her commitment to self-awareness and personal growth, and her dedication to creating a space where people could feel safe being themselves. Many of her fans began to adopt the same values. Drawn to her authenticity and kindness, in 2013 she started including her boyfriend Julian in videos. And the relationship felt pretty real, funny and supportive, a refreshing change to both her life and her content. Together they launched podcasts, live streams, and cooking shows, growing Jenna's content beyond her main channel. Jenna also helped open the doors for other women on YouTube. Back in 2011, most of the top YouTubers were guys. Jenna's success paved the way for many female YouTubers into content creation, specifically on YouTube. Her videos pushed back on gender stereotypes too. Whether she was poking fun at makeup trends or making comedy sketches about awkward social situations, she used humor to challenge what people expected from women online. What really set Jenna apart was how she approached her work. She didn't chase trends or stir up drama for views. She just made videos about whatever she found interesting. From cutting soap to decorating her house, she never chased money or fame even though she had millions of fans. She was super picky about sponsorships. She only sold merch when it felt right, and she cared more about staying true to herself than making as much money as possible. Her consistency is something that needs to be appreciated as well. For nearly 10 years, she uploaded every week without fail. In a world where creators burn out fast, Jenna kept showing up, and her fans loved her for it. To many, she was the face of YouTube's golden age, when creators were just real people sharing their lives, not polished brands chasing clicks. Maybe the most impressive part? Jenna stayed out of major drama for her entire career, something no one else ever managed. And when she did mess up, she took it seriously. She listened, apologized, and made changes. But the internet never forgets. Over time, things that once seemed like fine started to be seen differently. As social norms changed, older videos got rewatched with new eyes, and for creators with years of content, that brought serious challenges. For Jenna, it led to one of the biggest moments in YouTube history. In 2020, during the Black Lives Matter protest after George Floyd's murder, a wave of accountability hit social media. Content creators with problematic pasts found themselves under attack, one of them being Jenna. What started as a few critical tweets quickly blew up into a full-fledged revolt. Users began sharing clips from Jenna's early videos, particularly a 2011 video where she wore blackface to impersonate Nicki Minaj. Other problematic videos include one called Bounce on That, with lyrics many saw as shaming, and another with racist jokes about Asian people. The backlash hit hard and fast. Hashtags calling for Jenna to be canceled trended on Twitter. On June 25th, 2020, Jenna posted her final video titled A Message, and it showed a clearly upset Jenna trying to address all the criticism. Although the original video is no longer available, there are reposts of the video on YouTube. She announced that she was making most of her old videos private and leaving YouTube for now, and most probably forever. But it's important to note that this wasn't the first time Jenna had reflected on her early content. Over the years, she had quietly removed videos that no longer aligned with her values, often without drawing attention to the process. But in June 2020, several specific videos from her past renewed attention. Conversation around those videos represented a broader social reckoning with how racism, even unintentional, manifests in entertainment and social media. For creators like Jenna, who had been on platforms for many years, it meant confronting content created in a different era of both personal and cultural understanding. Unfortunately for her, the apology didn't fix things. If anything, it made some people angrier. People weren't satisfied. Some thought the apology was too late. Others asked why she only addressed these videos now when they had been on her channel for years. Many believed she was only saying sorry because she got caught. Some of the comments on Twitter shows her old videos impacted people. While hateful comments like these were all over the internet at the time, it seemed that the majority of her fans, and even some people who did not know who she was, had either forgiven her or supported her regardless, including one of the biggest YouTubers back then, PewDiePie. Unfortunately, this hasn't been true for Jenna and her fans. It's been 5 years since she left YouTube. However, one very interesting fact came up with the #CancelJenna trend on Twitter. People started pointing fingers at the YouTubers who were responsible for doing similar in the past. Posts like these held a couple of famous YouTubers accountable. Particularly creators like Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star were called out. Many users pointed out that Shane Dawson had a long history of problematic content, including doing blackface, using racial slurs, and making jokes about serious topics like pedophilia. Old clips resurfaced where he impersonated different races in offensive ways, including a controversial skit where he pretended to be a character in blackface. He also made inappropriate comments about young celebrities, which added to the backlash. People felt that Shane had never fully taken responsibility for the hurtful things he did in his early YouTube career. Along with Shane, Jeffree Star also faced criticism for past racist behavior. Videos and posts from the mid-2000s showed him using racial slurs and making offensive jokes about people of color. He was accused of bullying and manipulating other creators in the beauty community as well. His feuds with other YouTubers and influencers such as Jackie Ann, who's a black beauty creator, raised more concerns about his behavior and his unwillingness to change. While Jeffree had apologized in the past, many fans and critics felt that his apologies were not genuine and that he continued to be involved in online drama. The renewed focus on these creators during the #CancelJenna conversation made it clear that people wanted accountability to be fair and consistent. Since Jenna Marbles chose to step away from YouTube after a sincere apology, many questioned why others like Shane and Jeffree had not faced similar consequences for their actions. This moment sparked bigger discussion about racism, privilege, and the way online communities hold influencers responsible. Many critics of cancel culture pointed to Jenna as an example of its extensiveness, arguing that someone who took such accountability shouldn't face such consequences. But this framing missed a crucial contrast. In the months following Jenna's departure, several other major creators faced similar reckonings with problematic past content. However, the difference in approaches was clear. Where Jenna's apology had been unscripted and followed by definitive action, many others delivered carefully crafted statements followed by brief hiatuses before returning to business as usual. Perhaps most telling was what Jenna didn't do. She didn't attempt to monetize her departure, didn't promise a comeback, didn't redirect her audience to alternate platforms. She simply stepped away. In the years since her departure, Jenna has maintained an almost complete absence from public life. No interviews, no guest appearances, no new social media accounts, no podcast explaining her side of the story. Her silence has been complete and consistent. The rare glimpses fans have had of Jenna have come primarily through her partner. Julian's Twitch streams, brief, often accidental appearances that send ripples through fan communities starved of any update. These fleeting appearances have confirmed only that Jenna appears to be living a quiet, private life, focused on her relationships, her dogs, and activities away from the public eye. And for someone who documented so much of her life for a decade, moving towards keeping things private is a very big change. In July 2023, Jenna and Julian married after 8 years together. The news broke not through an announcement or social media post, but through public records and subsequently confirmed by Julian. Even this major life milestone was kept private, something very different from how influencers usually share everything. Nearly 5 years after she left, Jenna Marbles is still a key figure in discussions about holding online creators accountable, being authentic online, and pressures of internet fame. And while she continues to remain in hiatus, her extensive catalog of videos continues to provide comfort and laughter to millions. Many fans regularly return to favorite videos, creating a unique phenomenon where an inactive creator maintains cultural relevance years after their last upload. For new creators, Jenna represents a different kind of success story, one that prioritizes ethics and morals over algorithmic growth, and another that highlights personal well-being over endless content production. The post-Jenna YouTube landscape has increasingly engaged with issues she identified in her final video. The responsibilities that come with this platform, the harm that insensitive content can cause, and the unstable nature of content creation. Perhaps most significantly, Jenna's departure forced both creators and audiences to reckon with the human cost of internet fame. Jenna Marbles' story defies easy categorization. It's not simply about cancellation or accountability or changing cultural standards. It's about a person who for decades shared her life with millions before making the difficult decision to step away. And in many ways, Jenna's departure embodies the very qualities that made her beloved in the first place: authenticity, empathy, and an unwavering commitment to her own values. While fans continue to hope her return, there's something fitting about Jenna's story remaining unfinished. After all, her career was defined not by perfection, but by growth, by the willingness to evolve, to learn, and ultimately do what she believed was right. Jenna Nicole Murray may have left the internet. The impact of both her presence and her absence continues to shape creator culture. In walking away, she left behind a powerful legacy, a reminder that even in a digital world that incentivizes performance over principles, it's still possible to choose integrity, and sometimes the most authentic act is knowing when to step away. If you guys enjoyed the video, please remember to like, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you want me to cover next, and thank you for watching. Have a good one.